To outwit global warming, polar bears are now breeding with grizzly bears. This means that at this moment, halfway across the world exists a rip from your nightmares, bloodlusting monstrosity the size of your smart car, and all it wants to do is fuck up your day. There's a lot of scary shit in the world, and I'm afraid of all of it. A billionaire in Australia wants to build a real-life Jurassic Park in India. Killer bees are traveling from South America to my backyard. There's the ever-impending zombie apocalypse. They just discovered the first incurable strain of gonorrhea. The scientists are on the cusp of cloning a woolly mammoth. There's the ever-impending zombie apocalypse. Metro buses will end you without warning. And, holy shit, the ever-impending zombie apocalypse. I can barely save myself from every minute of every day. But of all of these things, of all the gnashing teeth and gnarly claws, what I am scared of the most are babies. Yes, your bundles of joy are my Elm Street nightmare. I'm sorry, I cannot trust something that can memorize its mother's voice upon birth, but not control its own bowels. And no, I would not call it sweet, because they hold judgments more harsh than any junior high girl. And no, precious is not the word I would choose to describe something with veins in its head, too heinous for even a Ridley Scott film. But it is not these things. It is not the 4 million babies born each year, but yes, we should take note that we and the zombies are outnumbered. It's not that 1.6 million of these will be born prematurely, or that 1,400 women will die in the US alone simply from giving birth, or the laundry list of other things you can Google that have made me lose sleep at night and hold my wife a little tighter. It's not your children that scare me. It is a fear that someday I will have my own, and that inside of me exists this strand of DNA passed down from my own father that tells my feet to go the opposite way of my family. I never passed biology, so I couldn't tell you if I've inherited traits like putting my happiness before that of my children, or if shouting is a much more natural language to me than love. I want my kids to believe in something they cannot see. A father should not be one of them. I don't want them to recognize the sound of my car starting and pulling out the driveway quicker than they can recognize my own voice. But if I prove to be like my mother, understand that being a parent doesn't mean only when it's convenient. I've still got a lot of doubts. I've got this recurring nightmare that my daughter will sit in the front row on the first day of kindergarten. The teacher will ask, "What noise does a cow make?" And she'll probably shout, "3!" At least she'll be proud, I guess. But if she makes it through these things, doesn't end up on 16 and Pregnant or whatever show's popular on MTV at the time, there's everything I cannot control. I don't know how to fight a Grolar bear. I cannot outsmart a computer, and none of us can stop a zombie apocalypse. I can barely save myself from every minute of every day. How can I possibly save someone else?